on mute.
Thank you. I can't see you. I call the meeting
Yeah,
to
I'm not
order.
trying to get on.
Stand for the pledge. I pledge
Pledge
allegiance
allegiance
to the
to the
flag
flag of the United
the
States of
of
America,
America and to the
to the
republic
republic for which it stands,
under
under
God,
God,
indivisible, liberty and
liberty and
justice
justice for all.
for all. Paul Tripp,
Mrs. Brew,
here.
Mr. Kramer,
Here.
Mr. Oja,
Here.
Mr. Marraro,
Here,
Mr. Pop.
Here.
Move on
we
to
don't- sorry, Candy, go ahead.
Move on to the approval of the agenda. If there's no questions, do I have a motion?
Motion, we approve the agenda.
Support.
Kramer,
Yes.
Mr. Oja,
Yes.
Mr. Marraro,
Yes,
Mr. Pop,
Yes.
Mrs. Brew.
Yes. We'll move on to the approval of the minutes of the regular meeting of December 7th, 2020 and special meeting of December 16th, 2020. If there's no questions, do I have a motion?
I'll make a motion, we approve the minutes of the regular meeting of December 7th, 2020, and the special meeting of December 16th, 2020.
Support.
Who was that support?
Pop.
Mr. Oja,
Yes.
Mr. Marraro,
yes,
Mr. Pop,
Yes.
Mr. Pop,
Yes.
Mrs. Brew,
Yes.
and Mr. Kramer.
Yes.
We'll move on to the approval of manifest 2020-24. Scott, do you have any questions?
I have nothing for tonight.
Brett,
I have none.
Jeff,
I have none, Madam Mayor.
Jeremy?
I have none tonight.
All right, I just have one. Page 4 of 7, under the electric utility fund. The very bottom one, border states, it says conch shrink something kit for $1,967.49. Do you know what that is?
I will have to check on that. I can't get it from that description.
I was
I'm gonna
just wondering.
I'm gonna guess it's termination kits for the mainline stuff they were doing, but that's just me.
That's it. If there's no other questions, do I have a motion?
I'll make a motion, we approve manifest 2020-24 in the amount of $485,631.43.
Support.
Mr. Marraro,
Yes,
Mr. Pop,
Yes.
Mrs. Brew,
Yes.
Mr. Kramer,
Yes.
Mr. Oja.
Yes.
Answers to previous manifest questions.
Yeah, all the questions were answered at the last meeting. There's no outstanding questions.
That's what I thought. Okay. Anyone wishing to address the council on an agenda item will be unmuted and given an opportunity to make their comments. For participants on Zoom, you can use the raise your hand feature and the host will initiate the unmute. For telephone participants, hit *9 to initiate a request to speak. State your name and address for the record. Comments shall be limited to 3 minutes per person.
Okay, I have one hand raised.
Okay.
unmute him.
I did. He has to unmute.
You're up, Andrew. Unmute that baby. Let's get her going.
So if he doesn't have anything, then I took his hand down, so we can go on, I guess.
Okay. There's no public hearing, appointments and presentations. Number 8, Downtown Development Authority, Mr. Anderson.
Okay, Madam Mayor. Yeah, as we go through, we got a series of our committee appointments. We put this out for advertisement over the last month and a half. And so as we go through, we'll highlight the names of the appointments or reappointment requests. I can say that we don't have any committees where we have more requests than the appointment slots. So that'll make it somewhat easy. Tonight we have for the DDA, Steve Ortman and Mary Skog that are requesting reappointments for their term. We also had Bo Anderson, who put in for resignation of his seat. And we had no new, no additional applications.
We have a quorum, right? Right, without Bo.
We have a quorum, yes.
Can we take this individually if somebody wants to make a motion?
Each one, Candy.
Yes, please.
I motion that Steve Ortman be reappointed to the DDA committee.
Support.
Mr. Pop,
Yes.
Mrs. Brew,
Yes.
Mr. Kramer,
Yes.
Mr. Oja,
Yes.
Mr. Mararo.
Yes.
I have another motion.
I
I'll make a
motion that.
motion Mary Skog be reappointed to the DDA committee.
Support.
Mrs. Brew,
Yes.
Mr. Kramer,
Yes.
Mr. Oja,
Yes.
Mr. Mararo,
Yes.
Mr. Pop.
Yes.
We'll move on to the Planning Commission.
So for the next two, we had the Planning Commission and the Zoning Board of Appeals. As we've talked about the last couple of months, with the reorganization, with Norway Township pulling out of our joint planning and zoning, we need to reappoint everyone on the board for the open seats. Now, one of the things that we had with this, we should have a council representative to the board, and they also request that we have a planning commission representative, but we do have Leonard Beadla who's requesting reappointment, and he is also sits. Well, no, that I'm sorry, that's I'm one ahead. That's a zoning board. We have Barb Thorne, Mary Skog, Michelle Kalchek, Allison Kalchek, and Leonard Beadla as the existing 5 members from our Norway area planning. Also, one of the things that came up was that we had 5. We were looking at 5 members, but then all 5 wanted to be appointed, and the council rep. We should have a council rep on the board. So we put in for 7, and that would leave 1 open seat. We could have 2 council members if they so choose to sit. We just needed to have at least 1 council member to sit.
Was this one that did Lee sit on this, Ray?
Lee has been on this one on different occasions. So I'm not sure if he was sitting. He wasn't sitting at the last. He was just kind of representing. He came as a liaison. He wasn't actually sitting.
Okay.
He sat on the zoning board, his latest seat. So it's our recommendation that we reappoint the 5 current members, and then council would need to decide on representative to sit on the board. And then, of course, we would have to, if you two council members would like to sit, we can do that, or we just keep advertising to find an additional seat, additional person.
When does this board meet?
This board meets the first Wednesday night of every month, 6:30. Now, remember, each board they're required at their first meeting of the month of the year to set the calendar for the whole year. So if, that can be a discussion as to changing for the rest of the year. So you could request that they change. I don't believe that the boards would have real issues with changing. They'll just spend some time making sure everybody's calendar lines up.
Grant, can this motion be for all 5 at once, or do we have to do each one separately?
Grant, I guess the
Grant.
question for Grant.
Can't hear him.
Yeah, his sound is not coming through. We've done it in the past where we've approved a slate of members. I think it's your choice, but
Am I coming through now, guys?
yep, you're
Yep.
coming through now. Good.
All right. Sorry about that. My computer was set up for the office. Yeah. I was just noting, please make sure in the motions that they are staggered. As you know, we're kind of starting over a little bit with the return of our own planning commission. And you'll note in the recommendations that each individual is recommended for a certain term, just to have staggered terms to commence this process. And like the other ones, please go through one by one. Sometimes there's a circumstance where somebody might have an objection or not a vote on one individual person. So I think it's just for housekeeping purposes, cleaner, just go through one by one. Thank you.
Also, for the staggered terms, those are their existing terms. So they all agreed that was a good way to stagger it, was to keep their existing termination date or reappointment dates. So it fits in line with where they're at now.
Do I have a motion?
I motion Barb Thorne be appointed to the City of Norway Planning Commission for a term of 12/2020 through 12/2023.
Or
Trish, would it be easier if I say all in favor instead of doing roll call on each one?
Yeah, that might,
That's-
if you don't mind, either one.
No, that's fine. All in favor?
aye.
Aye.
Opposed? I hear none. Do I have another motion?
Make a motion, Mary Skog be appointed to a 2-year term to the Norway Planning Commission expiring December 2022.
Support.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Do I have another motion?
Make a motion, Michelle Kelcheck be appointed to a 2-year term expiring in December of 2022.
Support.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Another motion?
Make a motion, Leonard Beadlaw be approved to a 1-year term expiring December 2021 to the Planning Commission.
Support.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? I hear none. Do I have one more motion?
Make a motion, Allison Kelcheck be appointed to a 1-year term expiring in December of 2021.
Support.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Is that the last one there?
Yes.
Do we have a
Right.
council representative that
Oh, yeah.
is interested?
Is there anybody on the council interested in doing this? Or like to look into it to see if they would change?
I'll do it. If you want me.
Have a motion?
I make a motion that Mr. Moraro be on the planning commission board.
Support.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? We'll move
think-
on to the zoning board
Candy,
of,
who seconded?
Jeremy.
Did we have a second on that?
Jeremy.
Okay, thanks.
Candy, I think, Madam Mayor, I think we lost Scott. Just, I don't know if it matters, but I think we lost him.
Keep my eye out for him when he pops back up, get him over as soon as I can. So, do you want me to continue?
yes, please.
So for the zoning board of appeals, there's going to be a slight modification to this, not from the report, but from what we've done in the past. Again, we're reappointing everybody, and like I mentioned, the new the new zoning board, this one requires a council representative and also a planning commission representative. We do have Mr. Beadle, who said he would again serve as the planning commission representative, and Jim Tomrowski, who's agreed to be reappointed. We do have to get a council representative. Now, I show two open seats and then one open alternate seat. Traditionally, we've had 5 people on this board. This is a challenging board. One of the most challenging ones that we have, because the decisions you make on this board and that you hear aren't always the popular ones, especially for variations and discussions about our zoning code or property maintenance, because it also deals with a board of appeals for property maintenance. I went back and I looked at the legislation which it deals with the zoning board of appeals, and I noticed that, or I pulled that if you have a community of under 5,000 people, we can opt to have a 3-person board. If you're over 5,000, then you must have a minimum 5-person board. I should say a minimum 3-person or a minimum 5-person. So the number of seats is dictated through your zoning code, which we're in the process of getting that updated. Currently, our zoning code shows 5 representatives, so that's why I continued with the additional seats that'll remain open. We can continue this discussion through that amendment, that zoning code approval, and have that finalized at that time. However, I just wanted to point out that if we do want to proceed with 5, then we need to find at least one more soon, because for a variation, you have to have a super majority or a maximum 4 or a minimum 4 in order for a variation to pass. For a 3-person board, that would be 2. So I guess I'm going to recommend right now that we move forward with 3. I'm also going to probably recommend, as we move forward, unless we get people stepping up and as we continue to advertise, interested in sitting on this board, that we probably will settle with 3, just because we have to have a functioning ZBA. We could always come in a year if there's a big interest to to increase the number, we could have a amendment to the zoning code and increase that number. So I show tonight that we'll need a council representative, and then we have Mr. Temrowski and Mr. Beadle to be appointed. And then again, their terms are staggered. And again, they do align with the current terms that they had with the Norway Area Zoning Board of Appeals when they were sitting on that.
Excuse me, Ray. Scott's trying to get back in. He's waiting for you to allow him.
Oh, I'm sorry. Again, multitasking.
Yeah, exactly. And when does this board meet?
Just as needed.
As needed?
Yep. So we would, we will have a meeting in January at some time, just to an organizational meeting, just to make sure everybody's on board. We have that meeting. But then after that, it's whenever somebody submits for variation or we have an actual submittal or reason to meet. Yeah.
Is Scott back on now?
Yeah, I'm here. I just can't get this video. I don't know what's going on with it. I tried,
Well,
I ran a update and everything else here and it's still not.
you're not that good looking, so I don't think we're missing your face much.
All right, do we have anybody on the council that would like to be on the zoning board of appeals?
I've done that one before, and I don't mind doing that one again.
Okay, that'd be great, Jeremy. Do we have a motion?
A motion, Jeremy Oja be the council representative to the ZBA.
Or,
All in favor?
aye.
I
I hear none. Do I have another motion?
I'll make a motion, Jim Temrowski be approved to a term ending 2022 to the ZBA.
Or,
or
All in favor?
Aye.
aye.
Aye. Opposed? I hear none. We'll move on to Parks and Rec.
We need one more. We need Mr. Beadle to be.
Yep.
I make a motion that Larry Beadle be appointed to a one-year term, December 2021.
Support.
All in favor?
I
Aye.
Opposed? Now we'll move on to Parks and Recreation Committee.
Okay, so for the Parks and Recreation Committee, we have three appointments. Actually two reappointments. We did get a new appointment, a new request. And we also had Bo Anderson, who again, he has submitted his resignation. So with him submitting his resignation, that did provide for the open seat for the new representative. So we have Dr. Paul Hayes has asked for reappointment, and Lee Mangini has asked for reappointment. And then for the new appointment is David Hendrick. And again, we also need a council representative for this board serving ex officio.
When is the board meet, Ray?
Okay, this board currently is meeting on the fourth Wednesday of every month. And we did switch that because of Joe Tinty sits on that board representing the school, and that met with his schedule. So that's why they.
What time?
6:30 p.m.
I can sit on it.
You the man, Brett.
Do I have a motion?
A motion that Brett Kramer be the council representative for the Parks and Recreation Committee.
support.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? I hear none.
I'll make a motion, Dr. Paul Hayes be appointed to the Parks and Recreation Committee for a term ending December 2023.
Or,
All in favor?
Aye.
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 Aye. Opposed? Okay, we'll move to the next person.
I motion Lee Minigini be appointed to the Parks and Recreation Committee with a term ending 12/2023.
Support.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? All right, the next one.
I
I'll
make a
make a
motion,
motion David Hendrick be appointed to the Parks and Recreation Committee for a term ending December 2023.
support.
All in favor?
Aye.
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 Opposed? Hear none? All right. We'll move on to the Jake Mangini Museum Committee.
Okay, so for the museum, they have 3 reappointments and one council representative for this, Jim Stonick, Gail Nicholson, and Carol Sundstrom have all submitted for reappointment.
When does it meet, Ray?
This one, I'm not quite sure. Let's see. Third Thursday at 6:30 PM.
I can't do that one because I got the ambulance. That's same day.
Well, we're thinking about it. I motion that Jim Stonick be appointed to the Jake Minigini Museum Board with a term ending on December 2023.
Support.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? I hear none.
I'll move Gail Nicholson be appointed to the Jake McGinney Museum Board for a term ending December 2023.
Support.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? I hear none.
I'll make a motion that Carol Sundstrom be reappointed for a 2-year term expiring December 2023.
Support.
All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? I hear none. Do we want to come back to this one or?
You said it's the 3rd Thursday?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll have to check on that, Candy. I might be able to fill that, but let me check on it.
Might have made 2, but I hear you, bud. Let me know.
If I could, the appointments tonight for, we can mark those down and catch them at the next meeting if you need more information or need to look. So, I mean, it's not critical that it's appointed tonight.
Okay,
Sounds good.
all right. Board of Tax Review.
So this is a 1-year appointment, 1-year term. It's appointed, reappointments made every year. We have the 3 current representatives. They served for quite a few years. Ron Vivio, Daryl Harder, and George Servia. They're all asking for reappointment for 2021 Board of Review.
Do I have a motion?
I'll make a motion Ron Vivio be appointed to the Board of Tax Review for the 2021.
Support.
All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Do I have another motion?
I make a motion that George Servia be appointed to the 2021 Board of Tax Review.
Support.
All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Another one?
I'll make a motion Daryl Harder be appointed to the Board of Tax Review for 2021.
Support.
All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? I hear none. You don't need a council representative on that one, right?
Not on,
Ray?
not on that one, no.
Okay. We'll move on. Miscellaneous city county boards which require your city representation.
So right now, the only open seat that we have is the Norway Senior Center. The other boards, we did send out, Trish sent out, she has a list that she emailed out separately, which shows those boards. So if we could wait, you could wait again until the next meeting if you wanted to think about it, but the senior center we need to appoint. And then the other is the Central Landfill Authority. I just found out this like Friday afternoon, we had it's an annual meeting, and they said they wanted to have the council approve the appointment member. I've sat on that board for a number of years. The managers all sit on that board. What it is it just manages the old central landfill when they capped it. We have one meeting a year, and this year we did it by Zoom, obviously. But I do need to have the council appoint me officially, and then I can send the minutes up to them. So,
What's that board called, Ray?
Central Landfill Authority.
I motion that Ray Anderson be appointed to the Central Landfill Authority for 2021.
Support.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? When does the senior center meet?
Senior Center meets the third Monday at 10:30 a.m.
Really? Not gonna be me.
I got the kids on that. Yeah. Otherwise, I would do that one.
Again, we could, you could wait and see.
Okay.
Hold open until the next meeting.
What did you say, the third Monday?
Third Monday, yeah, that's what it has here.
At what time again?
10:30 a.m.
Okay. We'll move on to communication, resolution 2020-22, general utility service rate resolution.
Yeah, we're just doing a revision on the rate resolution to include the electric vehicle charging rate. WPPI did a cost of use study for us, which I've included with the resolution, gave you that information. So the recommended charge is 31.49 cents per kilowatt hour for on-peak, and 24.56 cents per kilowatt hour off-peak. And then there is a $2.20 connection fee. Again, that covers all of our costs associated with that. So it's customer based. And when we work with ChargePoint and we get it activated, all of that is accounted for within the program. So there's nothing we have to do other than we tell them what the rates are. I did get some information again late that somebody called me and they were asking me questions about it. They're from outside of town, actually out of state. We're very happy that we were putting this in place. They have a reason to drive through. They have relatives in Marquette, and sent me some information regarding, they offered up and sent me information regarding rates, other areas, and I was pleasantly surprised or pleasantly pleased that the cost of service rates that we are putting forward match what is out there across the region.
Ray,
So,
excuse me. Scott's trying to get back in.
oh, is he out again? Oh, boy. Okay. Okay. Sorry about that. Yeah, so I think our rates are appropriate, and like I said, appreciate WPPI's help in putting all the crunching all the numbers, and
We making money yet? Are we actually turning a profit with these rates?
we're covering our costs, and there might be a slight profit, but not
Including the charging station, correct?
Yes, it's covering all of that.
Right, okay.
I appreciate too all the paperwork that you sent, that WPPI sent. I looked through that. Do I have a motion?
I'll make a motion, general utility and service rate resolution for fiscal year 2021, revision 1 be approved.
Do I have a support?
Support.
Roll call, Trish?
Mrs. Brew,
Yes.
Mr. Kramer,
Yes.
Mr. Oja,
Yes,
Mr. Moraro,
Yes,
Mr. Pop.
Yes,
Move on to the approval of City Council 2021 regular meeting schedule. I think the only day that I looked, that Ray said was Labor Day.
Yes, every year we have Labor Day. That's an issue. Again, this year we have 5 Mondays in August. Traditionally, we've pushed the Labor Day meeting up 1 week to that. And this year it'll be August 30th. Your other option is to go to a Tuesday. A lot of most of everybody else goes to Tuesday, but we've always preferred to push it up that 5th when we have that 5th Monday.
Is there a preference for anybody? You want to go to the Tuesday, or would you rather?
well, I guess it doesn't matter, but we only have 1 meeting in September, I guess, which isn't a bad thing, but it doesn't matter to me.
Doesn't matter to me either. If you guys want to do one in we only have one in September.
Right.
I'm thinking for you, Brett, if the fairs ever start up again.
It doesn't make too much of a difference. I guess I would prefer the August 30th if that was okay with everybody, but
It's fine with me.
yeah,
Fine
that's-
with-
so wait, is that, I can't find this. So we would have one 2 weeks in a row?
No, we have
No.
5 Mondays in August, so we have our typical 2-week break in between meetings, and then there will
Okay.
be 3 weeks.
Or
Yeah,
we
3
also, oh, sorry, we also could move it to the second. Wait, now, how many did you say was in September? We could move it to the following Monday
No,
too.
because we have only 4 Mondays in September.
Okay.
So we have 5 in August. That's where it makes
Yeah.
sense. Otherwise, move it to the Tuesday.
Okay. You guys want to move it to that Monday then, the 30th?
That's fine. I would like to object to November 15th council meeting. Really?
You can change it now if you want. I mean,
Yeah,
it's-
well, let's go to like Saturday or something to be better, right? November 15th, a Monday?
yeah.
Yeah, that's not good.
I don't think so either, Candy.
No. Do we want to change it now, or do we want to, we can change it before, but probably be better now.
Change it later if you, down the road, if you want to change it.
Madam Mayor, may I interject real quick?
Sure.
One of the considerations looking at the September meeting, moving it to August. The
Mhm.
city charter does require 2 meetings per month.
That's what I thought.
And I don't ever like to call the charter a technical document. But it does say at least twice a month. So I think if,
Go to the 7th.
all in all, I would recommend just keeping it in September.
Okay. So that Tuesday,
Yes,
is everybody all right with that then?
yes.
I think we ran into that before. Okay. Do we want to just come back to the November one?
Well, we could probably go like to the 29th then, right? I mean, 1st and the 29th. I mean, it's all in November.
That's fine with me.
I mean, if something comes up, we can always call a special meeting, right?
Right.
Is that legal, Grant?
Just twice a month. That's the only requirement of the charter.
Everybody cool with
The
that?
other
or
one
what?
would be the 22nd would be the week after. Still during deer season, but it wouldn't be during opening day.
If we went on the 22nd, we'd still have a 1 week gap in between the December and November meeting.
That's fine with me
We'd
too.
have a 2-week gap. I mean, yeah.
Yeah,
22nd works.
Work for everybody else. Okay. All right, we'll move on. Do we have to make a motion on that?
Yes,
Okay.
yeah, you have to approve your schedule.
I motion that the 2021 council meeting schedule be approved with the amended dates of September 7th and November 22nd, supplanting August 30th and November 15th.
support.
Roll call, Trish?
Mr. Kramer,
Yes,
Mr. Oja,
Yes.
Mr. Moraro,
Yes,
Mr. Pop,
Yes.
Mrs. Brew.
Yes. Anyone wishing to address the council on any item of will be unmuted and given an opportunity to make their comments. For participants on Zoom, you can use the raise your hand feature and the host will initiate the unmute. For telephone participants, hit *9 to initiate a request to speak. State your name and address for the record, and comments shall be limited to 3 minutes per person.
Okay, no hands are raised.
Okay. We'll move on to mayor and council comments. Scott?
First thing, I'd like to apologize to the public and to the council for the computer issues that I'm having tonight. I tried doing a couple different things throughout the meeting here and I just couldn't get it going. Ray, have we have any issues with water breaks yet?
Yeah, we had one major break over on Brown Street, an old sandcast that it appeared to be, it actually appeared to have been leaking. It's a lot of sand over in that area, so it didn't surface then it did break. So I don't think it's not a frost issue. I think it was something that was coming up, that was going to break. So
Okay, that's one thing that, I love not having the snow, but we definitely do not live in a climate that to not get snow. Because that frost, we need the snow on top of the ground for some kind of blanket. Once again, to our citizens, please be kind and try and clean up sidewalks for the kids to walk on, for your mailman to walk on. Just keep them clear since we are into snow now, unfortunately. And that's all I got.
Brett?
I'd like to actually thank the electrical department. The lights down at Strawberry Lake have been a huge hit. A lot of people have commented on them. A lot of people are using that area. And then everybody have a good holidays. That's it.
Jeff?
yeah, I'd like to wish everyone Merry Christmas. Remember, we're celebrating our Savior's birthday that day. Keep keep good thoughts and remember what Christmas truly is all about. Happy New Year. Keep it safe. Spend time with your family and friends. Everybody could use a big hug and some loving at this point, right? With everything we went through. And here's hoping 2021 is a much better year than 2020.
Jeremy?
I'd just like to wish everyone a Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and a safe New Year.
All right. I know I wanted to thank, I don't know if Ray or Mary or Grant, if you all worked on this or just one of yous, but getting all the information in the memorandum on the MERS, I really appreciated it. I went through that. It was funny to see some of the names of the past people who were, you know, on there. Not funny, but just see who represented us back then, and much clearer picture of what we had voted on that night with all this information. And I appreciate you getting me that. Merry Christmas to everybody. Happy New Year, and hopefully New Year is better than this one. And
And real
happy
quick-
holidays
quick.
to
Oh.
happy holidays to all our employees and all the people who represent on all the boards for the city council.
Kenny, if I may,
Mhm.
can we ask Ray, have we made any progress in some of the things we had a special meeting about? Is that this appropriate time to ask that, Madam Mayor?
The memorandum, most
That's
of
it.
it.
It's in the memorandum. Okay.
Oh, but the one question that you wanted to ask, I don't believe was in there.
No, the meeting's tomorrow morning.
Okay, good enough. So I'm assuming you'll get us an email out, Ray, once you have it.
Yep.
All right. Congratulations to Brock too on passing his
Yes.
water
Yes,
license.
congratulations,
Good
Brock.
job, Brock. Good job.
Congratulations to Brock also. Right, and who did get all the information for us on the MERS?
Well, it was a combination, you know, a lot of that information came through that MERS email. Grant and I went back and forth over the email, and that's where we noticed that the contract was embedded in that email. So, you know, I just passed that back on, you know, and then I did ask Grant to, and he put together that memo. So that was good. You know, that helped.
Thank you. All right, that's all I have. Ray?
No, I was gonna again congratulate Brock that getting that B license. That is an extremely difficult test. So I'm sure he's excited about getting that in the rear view mirror, and I'm very happy to work with him on that. Same thing. Happy holidays. Again, the snow's out today, and it was pretty icy, so we have to get used to driving in the snow. So just take your time, and thanks to our DPW crew. I think you know, they got out there on Saturday. They got out, you know, this morning obviously, and they do a great job of cleaning things up. So that's all I have.
Grant?
Merry Christmas to everybody in the community and on the council. I appreciate having a chance to work with you guys in 2020, and would echo, I think, the comments and sentiments of most of us looking forward to closing the books on 2020 and moving on to 2021 with renewed focus and hopefully happier memories. Thanks, guys.
Amen.
Thank you. Trish or Mary, do you have anything? If not,
No,
No, nothing, Candy.
okay. I need a motion to adjourn.
Motion, we adjourn.
Support.
okay, Mr. Oja? Mr. Oja?
Jeremy, you're on mute.
You're mute, Jeremy.
Yes. Sorry about that.
Mr. Moraro?
Yes.
Mr. Pop?
Yes.
Mrs. Brew?
Yes?
And Mr. Kramer?
Yes.
Meeting adjourned.
Hey, Merry Christmas to all my fellow council people, and then Ray and Trish and Mary and Grant. Happy New Year, everybody.